Hey, we are live.
Yes,
I
we
feel
is.
like
Yes, we is.
work it out Wednesday, honey. We gonna work it out. Whatever
Yes,
it
we are.
is, we gonna work it out, y'all. We gonna work it out. How are you all this morning? I hope you're feeling good. Wait, let's get a little music going so we can feel
Of
good
course.
too. Hey,
Hey-o,
I'm over
hey-o.
here. I'm over there. You don't even know where I'm at. I'm tripping. I
Wonderful.
want to
Oh my.
spin this wheel and get a number real quick, and then we can
Okay.
do our good mornings. Okay, let's just
Okay. Well,
spin this
explain.
wheel.
Okay, explain for the people that's actually
I,
seeing
I
this. What
will.
is
I
it?
will. Let's pick this number.
Oh, I'm picking. Oh, 19.
It picked 19. Is that one of your numbers? Woo, woo, woo. All right, 19 is our winner for today.
It's pretty.
Ah, ain't it
Ooh,
cute? That's a cute
it's
little thing I found.
it's.
Somebody else found that for me online. Actually, I thought that
Mhm.
was really cool. So stop sharing. There we go. All right. Trying to work all these things at the same time, just a little bit crazy, a little bit crazy. So it's Spin the Wheel Wednesday, right? I was like, let's do
Okay.
something a little different, look, make it a little fun for us. And so I
Mhm.
was like, let's spin the wheel today. And this wheel, so our number is 19.
Mhm.
Um, in case you haven't been around, we have we do Clubhouse right after this, right? All
Mhm.
goddesses, we just come together, we share our gratitude, we share our intention, we share our affirmations of the day, whatever those affirmations are. Well, sometimes you're not quite ready or in the headspace for an affirmation. You know, I'm feeling
Mhm.
beautiful, I'm feeling I am powerful. You know, sometimes you don't feel that, but there are some things that are just true to us because of who we are, right? And so when I'm in this space where either I'm just I don't have it, I don't have it to do, I don't feel like doing no now, I know, I don't feel like an affirmation, stop talking to me kind of day, right? But I know that I can reach for a nowism. Nowism are things that are true, regardless of what else, regardless of what else is going on. Right? You get that? There are things that are just true. Keeping
Mhm.
promises to myself matter more than anything else.
Very
Keeping
much
promises
so.
to myself matter.
Mhm.
Right? That's
That's
a
right.
nowism.
Mhm.
That's a nowism. So let's see which one we picked. We picked 19. So let's pick that one and let's let me read that one. Then we can talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
All right. So if you have your Slay Bible on hand, that's the book, y'all. Slay, Self Love Awaits You. I didn't put mine by me today because I'm sitting on the floor. I feel like sitting on the floor, not the floor. I'm sitting on the floor,
Oh my
enjoying
gosh.
my space and time on the floor. Uh, you can find me in the club. No, you can find me on the floor. I'm on the
Oh,
floor.
fine, you're on the
All right.
floor. Good lighting down there too.
Huh?
There's good
What you say
lighting down
now?
there too. Good lighting.
Right. I got the light to the floor. We all on the floor. All right. So number 19. As vibrational beings, we resonate on various vibrational levels to manifest physically and non-physically. Bet that wasn't something you thought we were going to talk about today. But the
Wow.
truth is, our the level that we vibrate on has to do with how we feeling at any given time, right?
Okay.
If you feeling down and out and a little cray cray, you're vibing low, right? You're on a low
Mhm.
vibrational level. But if you are like just woohoo, I'm just like elated, and everything seems to be flowing and falling
Mhm.
into place the way you want them to, and you just like, oh, I cannot lose because I'm that goddess. When you're in that space, then
Okay.
you're vibing high. And there's anything in between, right? And so sometimes, and that's the whole point actually of the nowisms. Like,
Okay.
sometimes I'm not vibing that high. I can't reach for affirmation that says, I am the truth of the divine spirit that lives in me. Sometimes I don't feel that,
You're
right?
not
Or
vibrating
I
with
am,
that.
huh?
You're not vibrating with that.
Yeah, sometimes you're not vibrating with that, right? So then it kind of feels like it's a lie or it's untrue,
Okay.
right? Right? So how you vibing? How you feeling right now? How you feeling now? How you feeling?
Well, every night I fight for a good night's sleep. I
Mm.
fight. All my life I had to fight. Fight for a good night's sleep.
For a good night's sleep. I just want a good night's sleep. That's it.
That's
I
a,
just want a
that's
good
all
night's
that's
sleep.
all I want. I want to be able when I am laying horizontal that I go right on to sleep. Or I do that thing what I did like decades ago where you do your prayers, you say it, you give a high five to God, and you're like, okay, good night. Thank you. I've said my prayers. Okay, good
Uh-huh.
night. And then you're thinking about, okay, what is the next meeting for tomorrow? Did I reach out to this person?
See?
Did did something else happen? Oh, I'm supposed to schedule this podcast. Is Tracy, are we meeting up before like the questions and the things that I have to do, the to-do list starts as soon as I lay down and I'm going, shut off.
Yeah. I think that can be that way for me too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, did I do everything I was supposed to do today? Did I get that? Did I get every little thing done? And so you kind of get stuck in your head. And remember last week, I think is we were even talking about the rituals, our sleep rituals,
Okay.
right? We can't wait right up until we getting ready to lay our head down to shut the brain off. We can't keep doing that. We too mature. I was going to say a different word, but we too mature. We too mature to be doing that. So we need to um, give ourselves some time. An hour. I probably need 2 hours to shut down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
But
I'm
yeah,
I'm
but the shutting down piece, and when you work for yourself, it's very difficult to shut things down. But that's something that has to be scheduled in too.
oh, my routine needs to be remixed
Remix.
like a record.
Yes.
Remixed like
Yeah.
a record.
Hmm. Hmm. Needs to be remixed. I got you. I feel you on
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I feel you
So
on that.
the vibration, however we're vibrating, we need to pay attention to that and be true to that. And then if
Hmm.
it's a low vibration where it's, he home, kind of sad
Right.
or not bright and happy and shiny like a brand new shiny penny, what do we do to
Hmm.
to take our vibration higher?
Well, you just kind of have to start working towards it. Like, what's going to make me feel better in the moment?
Okay.
Right? You could if I'm down here and you come in and you say, uh baby, it's gonna be all right. It's like, you know what? No, well, right now it's not all right, so I'm not feeling that.
Oh.
But what could you say, or what could I say? I could just start having a conversation with myself. All right, this right here is messed up. It's messed up, but it's okay. I always make it through. I always come out on top. I always end up being in a better space. Like, just start giving, like, that's when I'm saying speak life to yourself. Start giving yourself a few little things, just a few little things, right? If that don't
Yeah.
work, you know what I do? I have to turn on some music. I need some music. I need something that is going to shift my thinking in the moment. Because in the moment, I'm probably worried about something. I'm overwhelmed with stuff. Like, just do something to pull yourself out of the moment, right? And
Mm.
sometimes it's about trying to understand why you got there in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think yesterday I was dealing with a very procrastinatory lazy spirit. She was just on
Mm-hmm.
me, and I had to shake her loose. I didn't know what it would take to shake her loose, but then I had to remind myself, when your mom had you do those mundane situations around the house, like you had to do the chores, you had to mop the kitchen and clean the bathroom and wash the dishes. What did you do to entertain yourself during this,
So you
what
could
you're
get through it.
perceiving? So you can get through it. So for me, it used to be music. I used to love, we would do these things on Saturday morning. So it would be Soul Train and American Bandstand. I'm telling my age because those shows have not been on for decades. But yes,
That's okay though, baby. That's okay,
it's
baby.
okay. But it was a great thing to be able to listen to music. And then before we knew it, those mundane tasks got done. So I have a favorite show that I watch. It streams on Netflix. It originally aired on the UPN network. It switched over to the CW. It's called Half and Half. I love
Mm,
this show. It
I
reminds
remember
me,
half and half.
I love the show, and one of the creators created Living Single, so I don't have access to Living
Mm-hmm.
Single. But I was thinking, so let me just get one of my favorite episodes on. Let me have it right in front of me, and then boom, and then before I knew it, I was able to get through whatever that hump was to finish this. Like it was like 3 tasks that I had to do before the end of the evening, and I
Right,
was like,
right,
oh, thank goodness this works even for television, because I've seen the episodes so much I don't need to watch it. I just need to
right.
have it playing in the background. The
Because you
the
already have the
laugh
visual.
tracks, yeah, I have the visual, the laugh tracks are there ready to cue stuff. But then it for some reason it's like a soothe salve to my soul. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're laughing, if they're having fun, you're gonna have fun doing this task, and then before you know it, oh, it's finished.
Yeah.
I did it. I did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
Mm-hmm.
proud of myself, Tracy. You would have been proud. You would have been proud because I was
Yay!
I was like, I don't want
Yay! I
to. Like,
cannot today. Yeah, I understand. I understand those days.
turn
Woo.
into the
And
5-year-old, just like
right. And on those days, like I have to give myself grace. I don't initially, right? I'm like,
I do.
you got so
Mhm.
much stuff to do. You don't have time for this crazy state that you in. And it's like, no, okay, but maybe I'm here because my brain needs a break, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so in those moments, maybe I need to step back, give myself some space. I work for myself, so it's not like I have to leave to go do anything. So taking time just to back up for me, right? That's a nowism too in the book. Back up to show up. Sometimes you got to
Mhm.
back up to show up. And
I
in
love
those
that.
moments when I'm crazy or vibing low, I have to back up to show up.
Yeah, and I think that we n- if one on the journey of learning ourselves, and it's all a part of the self-love journey, when we know that we are vibrating low or just not in the mood, because many of
Yeah.
us, we have the jobs, we have to deal with that difficult coworker or that difficult supervisor, and it's like we have to get on a different vibration just to have a conversation that's not going to get you fired, or at least be, I want to say, cordial, because you're like,
Yeah.
I want to curse this person out, but no, what would that gain? Nothing. So let me be graceful to myself, and acknowledge, you know what, let me back up. I don't like this person. I don't like this situation. I don't like this task or job function I'm doing right now. I don't like it. Back up. Unfortunately, it has to be done. So,
Yeah.
what do I have to do to change, or change and vibrate higher? And then that's self-love. Just knowing,
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
acknowledging and knowing. And I love your nowisms, Tracy, that literally give us direction of, oh, what should we do here? Nope, gotta back up to show up. and and
Mm-hmm.
and you
That's
and you
right.
want to show up. You want to show up, definitely, especially if you're in your own business. Definitely, if you're in your own
Yes.
business, yes. Oh, I see
Yes.
Ruby's here. Oh,
Hey,
Wow.
Ruby. Yes.
Yay.
Oh, thank you, Ruby. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You said something and it had me thinking. Oh, so oh gosh, I had a few jobs that you just could take mental health days. If your
Yeah.
job doesn't have mental health days, you got to leave. But the thing that I loved about working and really just saying, I really need a mental health day. Like I
Mhm.
need to just let my mentals rest because they will work you to the bone. So use your mental health days. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, it, and the great thing about that, it could be just taking the break from the job and you're at home. You don't work because
Mhm.
now we have the ability to telecommute or we work from home. It's like don't if you've taken that sick day or that personal business day. Don't look at work. Don't look at an email. Don't return
Right.
a phone call. Don't schedule
Don't get
anything
on
on.
social media.
Don't get
Go
on social
outside. Go
media.
play. Go play.
Go
The
walk
one
by the
thing, can I
water.
tell you what I miss? Can I
What you
tell you
miss?
what I miss?
What you
I
miss,
miss
baby?
going down to the lake and
Me
just
too.
sitting on the water. It didn't matter
Me
what
too.
time of year. In the
Mhm.
wintertime, it could be snow everywhere. I'm just sitting there and I'm watching the birds and just
I
doing all of these
know.
things. So Cleveland, I miss that. I miss that. That's probably one of the biggest things that I miss about home.
I miss where I used to live. I was in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, so I was close to the Verrazano Bridge. It's to me, it's the East Coast version of the Golden Gate Bridge on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And I would
Mm-hmm.
walk. Yeah, I was close enough to walk and sit there and just kind of watch the ships go by and look over at Staten Island. What's up, STSI? What's up?
Hey,
Hey.
hey. Mm-hmm.
And just
Mm-hmm.
kind of I would feel my mind mellow out because as busy and as active as Brooklyn is by that water or and then driving on the Belt Parkway, you could calm down. Now let me correct myself. Driving on the Belt Parkway when there's nobody on it, which is very rare. So we're
Let's be
talking like,
clear here.
let me
Let's
be
be clear.
clear. And I'm trying to figure out a time of a day when it varied. I never knew when a game was happening or something that would bring an influx of folks over from Staten Island and Jersey, and you look at the Belt Park like,
Mm-hmm.
where all these people come from, interrupting my comfortable drive
Right.
alongside of the bay. So yeah, by the river, by the water, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good to see
That's the
you,
only
baby.
thing I think would pull me out of Vegas is that I need water to
Yeah,
go along with my mountains. Right?
yeah.
That's another thing that I do. Go to the mountains. I'm like,
There's no
oh
there's
my
no
gosh.
rivers in there's no rivers in Vegas.
I'm in a desert, boo. There's a desert out here. It's a desert. There are a few man-made lakes and little things, here and there. But yeah, no, I live in the desert. It's the desert. And
Oh,
there's so
okay.
much beauty even in the desert, right? Things
Mhm.
grow and you're like, wow, I didn't know that could grow like that. But yeah, things grow in the desert. But um, yeah, I'm like, man, I just need that place. I need that balance because I miss my water, but I
Yeah.
love the mountains. Right. So
How close are you to the mountains?
well, Las Vegas is kind of like in a valley, right? So there are mountains everywhere. So in the
Okay.
mornings, when sometimes I sit over here on the couch and I talk to you guys, and
Mhm.
I'll open the blinds and watch the sunrise. And as you watch the
Mhm.
sunrise, you can just see like the outline of the mountains in the back over here. Or I'll go
Nice.
for a walk. When I
Uh-huh.
take my walks, I walk in a certain direction, and then you see different mountains, right? So they're all over the place. It's not like, oh, it's a mountain over there and I'm living over here in this flatland. It's like mountains are everywhere.
Now that reminds me of when I visited my cousin. She is in a suburb of Los Angeles, and I used to love sitting in her living room and watching the sunrise. And you would see, I forget the mountains that are out surrounding the Los Angeles area, and you're just kind of like, wow, this is a great view. She was like, it's no big deal, but I'm like, I get on a plane and suffer through LAX so I can get here to experience this.
To experience it. And
Mhm.
even like when you're driving on the freeway. So I love that my daughter will be driving around, and then I'm like, me and the boys are like, oh, mountains, mountains. Look at these. Look, like we ain't never seen them before.
Everything is new to a kid. Everything is
It is.
new. I love it. Yes. They keep
And
them
my
young.
oldest one, he won't say he wouldn't say mountain for the long time. He kept saying mount, and I thought he was saying mouth. I'm like, what are we saying? Mount Gigi, Mount Gigi. I'm like, oh, mount, like mountain. He's like, yes. Like, what is wrong with you? Sorry, I didn't know the language. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. When y'all come out here, we going to the mountains. We're gonna
Okay.
find something to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. I just
Yeah.
the vibrating on different levels, I believe is a telltale sign to let us know what we need to do to improve or to
Mm.
chill. And I
Maintain.
and yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
maintain. And vibrating low, that can happen. I'm today I'm vibrating high because the sun's out. Yesterday I remember that's the reason why I felt like I was in that feeling very procrastinatory and lazy, because it would rain in the morning and there was no sun. Today there's
Yeah.
sun. So I am like, you remember the movie The Wiz?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can't you feel a brand new day? I
Brand
love this
new
scene. Brand
day.
new day.
I
Ever,
could turn that
oh,
on. I could turn almost any song on that album on and just be like, yes, like this
be
is
in
it.
this happy joy mood and just be Michael with "You Can't Win," and I'm like, all right, Mike, come on now, it's the Scarecrow. There we go. All right, eyes,
Right.
what
I
you
love
see,
that. Yes, Ruby,
breathe.
make your reservation, girl. Make
That's
that
right.
reservation. Come on out here. Come
Hey,
on out
Belinda.
here.
It's
Oh, hey,
Belinda.
Belinda.
So
Yeah. So,
what is another way we can vibrate or know how we're vibrating and then change it for the better if it's bad? I don't know. Hmm.
well, I would say, first of all, you have to tap into your feelings and you have to know who you are, right? Like, and to try to keep yourself away from those triggers. Y'all
Okay.
know the triggers. Those
Hmm.
people are triggers. Those things are triggers. You have things at work that are triggers, and they take you down in a direction that you don't want to go into. Sometimes it's a matter of working through what it is. It's like there are some times when I'm like, okay, why am I in this space? Because I was just feeling great. And all of a
Hmm.
sudden there's something wrong. And so I go to journaling. I have to write everything, even if it's just for a few minutes, to release and let go of some things. So there's that. Well, let's ask the chat. What else do you do when you are vibing low and you
Hmm.
like, I have to change this. There's something about this I have to shift.
You
Back
have
in the day, it was like, mm, let's go to cheerleading practice.
and you have
Let's
to
jump
be
around.
you have to
Let's
be you have to be high to
exercise.
jump around. I mean, in a
But
high vibration mode to
right,
jump around.
I know, right? I know.
I
But
know.
getting into going out into nature. So when I said put your phone down, put your damn phone down, get outside, whatever that is, like just reconnect with the trees and the birds and they're part of we're like this whole ecosystem. It's it's worthy of us tapping in and going out into nature, into the elements.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm very
Even when it's
excited.
cold, y'all. I know it's cold out
I
there. I'm
know, even when
sorry.
it's cold.
Just
I know the one thing, I am very excited. The spring is coming. It's right around the corner. I just need to
yeah.
get to like between 48 to 52 degrees. I'm back out there walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna be backing
Okay.
out there walking. So that's what I'm doing. Now here's what Ruby's
Mhm.
saying. I separate myself and don't put any energy into what happened because it is now the past, and listen to
Yes.
frequencies. That's a good point, Ruby. Gotta
Mm-hmm.
listen. Get
Yeah.
outside and
Yeah.
enjoy the calm. Feel the breeze, even if it's cold, on your face.
Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, it is.
Really can
But
too.
I think Ruby too. I don't know if you're talking about listening to frequencies like there are different frequencies that you can listen to on various apps and or like on
Oh,
YouTube, and they help you to. They're supposed to just depend on. I don't know. I think it's also based on what people believe. Because if you believe something is not going to work, it's not going to work. So
yeah,
when
and
people tell me it's not gonna work, I'm like, okay, if you think it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. Okay. And
I
it's like you're not
know.
gonna no, I'm not getting ready to fight you on it because your belief is your belief. When you're ready to change your perception and shift, which is how you thinking about this, then I'll talk. But yeah, other than that, we're not
And
talking.
I,
Ain't no reason to talk about that.
and you want something smooth and relaxing, something calm,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Yeah.
kind of something like this where you could just kind of chill
Just
out for a little bit.
chill.
Just
Yeah.
be calm. Don't be too agitated or whatever, and just and I don't know, read a good book. Chill. You
Read a
understand?
book. Pull
Mhm,
yourself out of the rat race and all of the stuff. I definitely
mhm.
agree with that. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And we talked earlier. I don't know what we was talking about last week, but I was like, I have to do a sleigh bath. I think I'm doing that after Clubhouse this morning. I'm just going to sit in the tub. I'm,
And this is a good thing. Belinda says, I do my gratitudes and then say, this too shall
this
pass.
too shall pass,
Excellent.
right?
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
woo.
And just taking it deeper, even than what we do in the morning, we might say a few things that we're grateful for. But
Mhm.
just stepping into that space of gratitude is also a way of doing it. You know what? This is messed up, but I'm grateful that I'm here this morning. I'm grateful that I'm
Mhm.
still breathing. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for whatever it is. Yeah,
Mhm.
most people not. I can't see. I put my glasses
Oh,
down.
yeah. Most
Tell me what you
people,
said.
not most people, but some people get their high off of being in a low vibration, and that's a sad
Oh my God, they
situation.
like to live there. Leave them there. And if they are there, that means they're not equally yoked to you. Don't take them on as a man. Don't do all of those kind of things. It's like, what is this? But you're right. Like
Mhm.
I'm the opposite of that, right? I
Mhm.
always want to be, I feel like my hair is popping out, but I
Your hair is
always want
great.
to be, thank you. I always want to be in this space where I'm at least working towards feeling my best,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Even if it is one of those moments where I have to do some work, because sometimes it's about doing the work, doing some shadow work, doing some things to heal myself, those types of things. If those types of things are going on, then I'm doing the work so that I can eventually get to this vibrational high,
Yeah,
right? But some people want to run from the work. Some people
and
want to
and
do that.
and some of the work is in journaling. So I'm saying to
Yeah.
everyone, I need to journal again. I felt I was working through a lot of grief, and it felt great to journal about all of the emotions that I was feeling in regards to
Hmm.
that. So journaling about what you're going through is a great way to release. Writing, and
Yeah.
if you're too lazy to pick up the pen and paper, you can talk into your phone.
There
They got
you
the little
go.
lady in here. I don't know if it's Alexa. I don't know what her name is in these phones, but there's a woman in Siri. Somebody's in here. They listening. They shouldn't be listening all the time, but if you want to journal talk your
Somebody in here.
situation, you can.
Talk to her. Talk to her. Yes.
Journal
Oh
talk.
my
There you
goodness.
go.
Oh my. Y'all are hilarious. Okay. Uh-oh. Sorry. Minnie Mouse on my watch said it's quarter till.
Oh, okay. Because I heard the
And we
voice and
need
I
to
was
get over
like,
the clubhouse.
we do, we do.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute, Minnie. Minnie tripping over here. She like, do you know where you're
She's
supposed to be?
smart. She's
Yes.
smart. Yes, she is.
She's smart. She a goddess too. All right,
Mhm.
y'all. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will be back here bright and early tomorrow morning. And I don't know what we're talking about yet tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Let it be a surprise. Let it be a surprise.
Let it
In the
be.
meantime, come on over to the club. Meet us over there because we're getting ready to share our gratitude, intention, our affirmations of the day, and keep this conversation going just a little bit longer. All right. Much love to you all. See you then. Bye. Bye.